Do you start out with a precise idea when you start an art piece? Apparently you paint only and exclusively oil on canvas. This is generally considered to be the top echelon of what an artist can do. And historically it was so because the old masters, the great masters, usually did their greatest pieces oil on canvas. So what is actually your idea when you start out? When you have the white canvas before you, what are your feelings?
Well, as for oils, it so happened that that was the first thing I tried in painting. Maybe I went from the wrong end, but it so happened that my first picture was oil on canvas. Later on, I tried watercolors and acrylic and pastel. But I realized that oil is the right thing for me. And for example, watercolors, that's not my cup of tea. So I think I will stick to oil. Well, as for the other question, well, I draw my ideas and inspiration from different things. It may happen that I have a clear idea of what I want to paint, and then I go ahead and do that. Sometimes it comes to me in a dream, and when I wake up, I see on my inside screen, in my inner screen, what I will put on canvas later on. Sometimes it can, I see a beautiful landscape and I know I'm going to paint that at some point. So I take a photograph and so that I have a photo to bring the memories back.
How long does a piece of art take you to do?
That varies. That varies a lot. Sometimes I do a picture at one sitting, so to speak. It's like a la prima, and so I start and finish in 3 hours, and it's done. But sometimes it takes months. So I start a picture and then there may be breakups, some pauses before I come back to it. The longest it took me was a whole year. That was when I was painting a portrait of my daughter. That's the first and only portrait among my works, and I set out doing that, did it for a while, then there was a kind of, I stopped. I thought I would never finish that. So I put it aside, and in a year's time, I came back to that and did finish it eventually. So, but normally it doesn't take that long. So it will, maybe I'm not a portraitist by nature. My daughter asked me to do that. Otherwise I would never thought of even trying. And well, she liked that, and that's the most important thing because it was a present, my birthday present to her. Well, normally I finish a picture within 1 week, in most cases.
Tanya, tell me a little bit what your dream is. Did you ever dream of something as an artist?
Well, I think I'm thinking of doing bigger sizes now. I started with 30 to 40, but then I felt I was a novice in art. I was a professional artist, and so I was quite happy doing 30 to 40 pieces. But as time went on, I felt they were too small for me, so I started bigger sizes, like 40 to 50, and now I'm, well, the biggest I have at the moment is something like 60 to 80. Oh no, well, my biggest piece ever, the biggest piece so far, is my so-called module picture. It's a big work, but it consists of 6 smaller ones, 40 to 50. Each picture is a picture in itself, but yet together they make up a bigger one. Yeah, that's really the biggest I've done so far, and I have a feeling that in future I would like to paint a really big picture. As for the idea, it's still forming up in my head. I don't know what it's going to be, but I really want to paint a big picture, unlike those small ones I've been doing so far.
That's as for sizes, and as for the dream, any dream really. A lady should have dreams, you know.
Yes.
Men expect ladies to be romantic, to be dreaming, daydreaming.
Oh, daydreaming. Oh yeah, I love that. Daydreaming, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Coming back to dreams. Yeah, yeah, I have a dream. I want to go to Australia and New Zealand and do some plein air painting there. Well,
I bet that would be an impressive result, really.
well, I hope so. Yeah, it's I don't know how realistic it is, but I mean, if you really have a dream, yeah, it's bound to happen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Really.
What are your latest artworks? What's new on your easel?
Well, over the last year, I painted a couple of pictures that were and are unusual. For me, it was on the one hand they were bigger than before in size, and also they were more like philosophic and abstract. Not entirely abstract pictures, but symbolic and philosophic ones. They're now exhibited. They're now on exhibition, and I think you've seen them at the opening. That was something that one of the ideas just came to me. I wanted to. I woke up one day and I realized I wanted to paint, well, what I call eternity in action or eternity in movement. Though it's partly figurative because it shows two fish, but it's not just fish. It's the symbol of eternity. So it's partly figurative, partly symbolic. Well, this is something new. And two other pictures of the same kind are the new sun, or the birth of a star, which is done in dark blue and yellow. Like, well, it seems like it's. These are my favorite colors at the moment. Maybe it has something to do with the work of my centers, my chakras. Well, and the third picture is harmony. I called it harmony, and it's about the unity and interaction of male and female sides of a human being.
Tanya, you must have some favorite pictures. Is there anything favorite you could pinpoint?
Favorite?
Yeah.
No.
That dog, you know, that got out of
after the rain. Yeah.
After the rain.
The picture called After the Rain. That
Everybody loves that.
Yeah. It shows a dog that brushes away water drops after getting wet in the rain and looking very happy. Well, it's one of my favorite. That's true. And it's unusual because it was painted with fingers.
Oh.
I didn't use brush or, I just used my fingers and paint. And I did that. I really love that. I have several other pictures painted with fingers, and I love this technique very much. It's a different kind of feeling. It's like communicating with the canvas more directly, without without brushes or without the palette knife.
Was that the single picture in your life that you did with your fingers?
No, it's not the only one. I have several others. By the way, the big one I was talking about before, the model picture, it's also painted with fingers. No brush, no palette knife, nothing, just fingers and paint and canvas.
Tanya, what are your upcoming exhibitions?
Upcoming, well, I have
Because right now you've got two exhibitions
I've got two running up in parallel at the same time. So, to be honest, I haven't given it any thought, but
well, I wish you as many exhibitions as it goes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, I have to think about that. But as my present exhibitions are running till the end of November, so I'll start thinking about that a little later.